Public domain comic book theater! Do I have to wear these stupid underoos? They're riding up in the... Oh! Where...
Hello, kiddies! It is I, Captain Audio, and welcome to the latest thrill-packed episode of Public Domain Comic Theater. This week, we venture into the darkest reaches of our own solar system, where the lone wolf of the void, Spacehawk, gets embroiled in intrigue, jealousy, and danger on the planet Neptune.
What do you mean? I don't know how he's a hawk and a wolf. He's a space hero. Have you been to space? For all we know, there's a hawk-wolf hybrid out there. You kids lack imagination, I swear.
But anyway, let's go onward and upward as Spacehawk has to fight against a rebellion in Noom.
I've got to get out of this thing.
On the planet Neptune, in the kingdom of the Noomites, the ambitious captain of the guard broods.
It's time to ask Queen Haba to marry me. As king, I'll build up the army and smash every other nation on this globe. Nothing is going to stop me, Smeebar, from becoming master of the planet Neptune. Step lively, dog, and tell the Queen I have a message for her.
Yes, sir.
Speak, Smeebar.
Your Highness, I cannot speak unless we are alone.
Now we are alone. What is it?
My Queen, with a nation the size of yours, it would be possible to conquer this entire planet if your forces were in the proper hands. Marry me, and I promise to whip your subjects into a war machine that will bring you untold power.
There is something to what you say.
I beg you to accept me, my Queen. I can help make you the greatest ruler of all time.
But before I make any decision, I must have time to consider.
Then tomorrow I shall return for your answer. The idea appeals to her. If she is still undecided tomorrow, I'll talk her into it.
But the Queen's thoughts would make Smeebar very unhappy.
That conceited dolt. What makes him think I would marry him? Smeebar only wants power, and I shan't let him do. If only I could find a handsome young man with the ability to organize a war machine. Together we could conquer the planet. But there's only one man I could love, and that's Spacehawk. Crad, from now on I want your men to keep a sharp lookout for Spacehawk's ship.
Your Highness! Spacehawk's ship was sighted not more than an hour ago, circling Galatea.
This time I'm going to make Spacehawk come to me. I'll stage a huge battle. He's certain to come a-flying to investigate.
Within the hour, a large part of Noom's forces wage a terrific sham of a battle, and Spacehawk, lurking near Galatea to watch for smuggler ships, cannot help but notice.
What's this? Looks like there's a war on Neptune. I'd better get a closer look. Heh, only a bit of war practice. Apparently I've had my trip for nothing. What's that air car? It's in the royal colors of Noom.
Spacehawk, what a surprise! Won't you come over to my castle and view my army in action from there? I'd like your opinion of the war practice.
Thank you, Queen Haba, but I have much to do.
When the Queen asks someone to do something, she's not in the habit of being refused. Come along.
Relax, brother. You're taking the wrong attitude.
Are you coming, or do I have to get tough with you?
Spacehawk, you knocked out the best fighter in my kingdom. What strength you must have.
Sorry, Queen Haba. I'll carry him to your air car.
I should be angry with you for what you've done, but I'll overlook it if you'll accept my invitation.
All right, Your Highness. Anything to keep your goodwill.
Later at Haba's castle.
I can't understand why you're preparing for war, Your Highness. You have nothing to fear from the other nations of your planet.
But I would like to see every nation united with Noom.
Ruling all of this planet would be a big job.
I know. I've been looking to marry a man who is powerful and intelligent enough to force these nations into a union and help rule them wisely. Spacehawk, you know I've always loved you. My whole kingdom is yours if you marry me.
That's a wonderful compliment, Haba, but such a thing is impossible. I'll have no part in overthrowing peaceful nations.
But together we can rule this planet. We can rule more than this planet.
History teaches us that warlike, greedy rulers always come to bad ends. Consider the Martians. They brought destruction when they tried to conquer the Saturnians. And look at what is happening to the nations that wish to dominate Earth today.
You don't need to preach to me. Get out before I have you thrown out.
I don't intend to go until you're cured of your insane idea of starting a war.
Guards! Guards!
Up with your hands, and don't try any tricks, smart guy. Take his gun, and clamp the cuffs on his wrists and ankles.
Now you'll pay for spurning me. Throw him in the pit, Smibar?
What? You asked him to marry you? Get this! When you're married, it'll be to me! I'm the one who put the idea of conquest in your head, and you're not carrying it out without me.
Silence! I'll settle with you later.
Come on, Spacehawk. This is going to be a pleasure. Here we are. What a surprise you'll get after you hit the bottom.
I'm beginning to see things plainly now. You're mostly responsible for what's going on around here.
Isn't it too bad you can't do anything about it? In you go!
Have fun with the Spidersaur.
He's always hungry for human flesh.
I want him to think that this is the end of me. It'll set him back on his heels just that much more when I go after him.
Meanwhile, Haba cools off.
What have I done? I can't let Spacehawk die. Oh! Smibar!
If you think that much of him, perhaps you'd like to join him, my queen.
You beast! I'll have you flogged for threatening me like that. Now, get out of my way!
No one is going to flog me.
Oh!
I should have done this in the first place.
Ah!
That's the end of you. The Spidersaur is eating well today.
The monster turns its attention from Spacehawk and lunges toward the woman, but the lone wolf of the void leaps into action.
take your life, and you saved mine. I'm not even worthy of forgiveness.
Forget it, Your Majesty. I'm sure you didn't realize what you were doing. Now, let's get out of here.
How?
My anti-grav belt will easily lift the both of us. Now, to settle with Smeebar.
You must be careful. He'll kill you on sight.
And what about Smeebar? Our villain has lost no time in calling the Royal Council to order.
Our queen has left on a secret mission.
What is this secret mission? We know nothing of it.
Silence! She has instructed me to rule in her place.
This is preposterous. Queen Haba would not put the likes of you in her place.
The man must be mad.
Enough talk. You're here to sign absolute control of Noom to me. I'll give you 3 minutes to get your signature on this executive order, or I'll incinerate all of you.
And I'll give you 3 seconds to drop those guns, Smeebar.
Spacehawk, Haba, how did you...
Council Pickles of Noom. This man tried to murder your queen.
Chain him to the fire door of the royal furnace.
Yes, that will give him a chance to think things over.
Before the heat gets him.
You'll never do that to me?
Pardon me if I seem to be in your way. Sorry, Gentle Pickles, but I've cheated you out of bringing this criminal to justice.
Aww, his neck is broken.
Throw his carcass into the pit.
The SPIDERSAUR will feast tonight.
Yeah, about that.
No, Spacehawk.
Are you still inclined to be a planet conqueror, Your Highness?
Not a bit, Spacehawk. From now on, I'll concentrate on being a better ruler over what I already have.
I'm glad to hear that, Haba.
Once again, I ask, stay with me. Help me make Noom a paragon for the other countries of this world.
But I must go. Although the next time you want me, don't go to the expense of putting on a sham battle. Goodbye, and good luck.
And so Spacehawk roars away, although his thoughts are more grounded.
There's a girl I could like if only. But no, it's best I forget about her and never see her again.
But it's certain that Spacehawk will see Haba again, whenever there's trouble on Neptune, whenever there's trouble anywhere in the great void of deepest, darkest space. The lone wolf will be there. The lone wolf called Spacehawk.
What? Look, I told you he's both a wolf and a hawk. Don't blame me. I didn't write this stuff. And the guy who did, he's dead. That's right. You're not going to get any answers without a shovel and a really effective voodoo spell. It was a different time, so accept it.
But that's all for today, boys and girls. Be sure to tune in next time to this very frequency for more adventures and thrillers throughout space, time, and New Jersey. And don't forget, the super secret decoder message is X9. Then this squiggly thing. Then this stickman looking doodad. 5B.
And what is this thing even supposed to be? Forget this.
Remember, stay inside the public domain.
Get me out of this freaking costume. And get my agent on the phone. I've got words.
You've been listening to an adventure of Spacehawk, adapted by Thomas DJ and performed by the Akadecagonagon Theater Works. This audio play was based on the story featured in the Novelty Press comic Target Comics number 12. Published in 1952, written and drawn by Basil Wolverton, and is in the public domain. This story was chosen by the maintainer of the FizzFop1 YouTube channel. Please visit it for more informative essays about lost heroes of the Golden, Silver, and Bronze Age. Music was provided by Audionautics.com. If you enjoyed this story, it and many other comic books in the public domain are available at comicbookplus.com. Please visit and support them. Please visit the OTW at akadekaganagon.blogspot.com for news on upcoming and current events. Until next time, good night!
Are you tired of sitting in quarantine alone with your thoughts? Does every time you open the news make you want to rip your brain out of your skull and throw it across the room? Well, now you can try Lobotovan. Lobotovan is a pill that shuts off your mind at your brainstem while leaving all autonomic functions intact. Why experience reality when it's such a hot dumpster fire mess? Ask your doctor if Lobotovan is right for you. Side effects may include uncontrollable drooling, missing chunks of time, anal leakage, and reptilian urges.